Hello, my name is Nico Sabin. I am here with Brandon McDonald and Derek May. We chose to do our poster project on the southern United States, but more specifically, California. We named our team the Sunshine State. Derek is going to start us off with some generation in California.
Hi, this is Derek, and I will be discussing the generation portion of our poster presentation for the southern USA and more specifically for the California, both for the southern and northern part. So you can see the types of generation in California, and this information as of December 31st, 2013. And you can see that their major energy producer is oil or natural gas at 61%. Hydroelectric is second at 17.7%. And then you get into more newer types of energy such as wind at 7.7% and solar 5%. They've also getting more and more into geothermal at 3.3%. Nuclear, which is kind of a surprise, at only 2.9%. At home here in Ontario, I think we're up over 80% of our power is used or is produced by nuclear. So they also have other types of energy producing methods to using biomass and landfill gas and things of that nature at 1.5%. Coal, which most, I think, provinces and states are getting out of coal. It's really dirty and not bad, or not good for the environment, and that's at 0.3%, and then other at 0.5. Their electricity market is actually quite big, as you can see. They've got residential, 12.5 million customers, and all others are 2.2, which includes factories and things of that nature. Continuing on with generation, as discussed in the previous slide, natural gas and oil are the biggest power sources in California at 61%. It's mostly composed of methane. Natural gas is extremely clean, non-toxic, but it's very dangerous. Its ignition temperature is as low as 482 degrees Celsius. Oil, of course, is considered to be a fairly dirty source of energy as it sends pollutants into the air. This is one of the main reasons that some of the states, countries, including Canada, for that matter, are continually searching for cleaner sources of energy. So when speaking of generation, we wonder what's next. Where's everybody going? It appears that California and many other states are looking to produce cleaner and more natural energy, much like other countries for that fact too. The photo on the left shows a geothermal plant in a group of hills in Southern California, very close to the Mexican border. Geothermal energy production uses the natural heat produced in the earth. It's clean, it's cost effective, it's reliable, and it's sustainable.
I'm Brandon McDonald, and I will be discussing why California has been forced to change their power generation. California has been suffering from a large drought that has started in 2011. During this time, there's been record temperatures and a large decrease in water levels. In recent months, the state has issued strict laws regulating the amount of water people can use. This includes residential and agricultural. This drought has even affected the power generation of California. In this picture, you can see the water level of the lake from 2011 to 2015. These conditions are seen across California and is forcing the state to change their ways and improve their power generation. California needed to change their forms of power generation during this natural disaster. From 2013 to 2014, the hydroelectric generation has fallen from 17.7% to 7.1%. This is a drastic change over 1 year and is caused by the lower water levels across California. The biggest change in generation can be seen in nuclear because it raised from 2% to 8.6%. California has done a good job to adapt to the unfortunate circumstances. Looking at the chart, you can see the entire breakdown of the power generation in California. Although nuclear has increased, it is clear that renewable energy is an important form of generation in California. It accounts for 22% of its total in-state generation. They are continuing their growth in renewable, and this can be seen today. During this drought, California has increased their renewable generation, primarily their solar power. In 2013 to 2014, California became the first state to produce more than 5% of their annual electricity using solar. In this time period, they produced a record 1,000,000 megawatt hours. This was 3 times higher than the closest state in solar generation. This shows how progressive California has become during this natural disaster. They are continuing their growth in renewable energy, and Nico will go further about some of their future projects.
When looking at the future of power generation in California, we chose to look at the renewable hybrid projects that are currently being built in the area and came into contact with the supervising mechanical engineer of the Victorville Solar Gas Hybrid Project. There is already a generation station similar to this one that has been built and it was successful. This project has been planned since 2007, but due to financial problems, it seems that it would take some time. The engineer Matthew Layton mentioned that these hybrids aren't really able to compete with the fully renewable options because pure renewable sources have gotten to be pretty reliable. In this project, it seems that because of how it is set up, the gas would act as the base component, providing gas power, and then with renewable making up any varying differences needed to meet the current demand. While this is effective, this is not the outcome that was originally intended. Due to problems that this has made, Matthew Layton does not believe that operations such as this will impact California's future, other than knowing California will be moving in a new direction. California has been trying new ways to improve efficiency, as well as the economical impact that it creates by trying creative solutions with the resources that are available. After speaking with Matthew Layton, it seems that these hybrids, while being effective once built, have a big startup cost, making them less favorable. With that being said, it seems that the direction California is heading is a renewable one. This concludes our presentation about the power generation in California. Here are the listed references used throughout our project. We hope you enjoyed our presentation. Thank you.